Okay, so here we are with Double Feature, this mess of a format, um, where it's just as bomby as Vow, but twice as bricky. So, okay, let's get into this. So sizing this pack up, there's pretty good amount of standouts. Obviously most of them are from Midnight Hunt, and the rare is from Vow. Go figure. So Faithbound Judge, very powerful card. Gets on board. It's a blocker. It's slow, but it eventually gets there. It's into a win con. So very powerful. Stalls up the board on its own, and it becomes a win con off of stalling the board. So kind of an enabler and payoff. So that's why Faithbound Judge is good. Dawnheart Mentor is pretty decent. Bait Hook Angler is very, very good. Very good blue card. And that's kind of most of the power in this pack. Geist, pretty sweet card. We're going to start on this good white card here. So yeah, let's see what we have this pack. And yeah, definitely what I was talking about with there's just so many duds in combined with Vow, like Midnight Hunt gets dragged down completely. It feels like all the powers in Midnight Hunt and the Vow commons are just terrible. So let's see. Like Catapult Fodder is a pretty decent card. Blessed Defiance is a good trick, but I don't want to second pick that. Spore Crawler, I like that card. I like Shipwreck Sifters a decent amount. Hamlet Vanguard, probably more playable in this format. I might go ahead and take it just to see, because there's a lot of good humans that come back as disturbed creatures, and that's actually pretty sweet, because contrary to Vow, green-white was a pretty good archetype in Midnight Hunt. So I'm going to try this card out. It was bad in Vow, not because it's an inefficient card, but because that's Vow. The commons and uncommons suck. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so I like a lot of things going on in this pack. This has a lot of power. Hookhand Mariner is just like a great green card. Vow brought in a lot of good green aggro cards. This is one of them, just very powerful. Fierce Retribution, good, solid removal, an actual destroy effect in whites. We already have our good, efficient white beater here. So I'm very in the mood for Fierce Retribution. Gavany Trapper, I think, is very good as well. I'm very tempted to actually take this card. I think it's probably worse than Fierce Retribution, but man, is this card good. Again, this could be a mistake. So that's kind of the cards I was looking at here. I also think Mariner was a decent pickup there. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so I was looking at this Chaplain, which Chaplain is a good card. It's a human card. It disturbs back. It's got war. It does a lot of good things. First strike, even. It's relevant. But then there's this Organ Hoarder, and this card is broken. This is a broken limited card. I don't know what could have been in this pack that this is now pick 4, but if you've ever played with Scattered Thoughts when you're ahead and on an empty board, like you just have a turn to pick up everything, that's how Organ Hoarder feels all the time. It just feels great because it develops out your board and it gets you a card. Just unbelievable card here. So yeah, we definitely want to lean into blue-white if we can, but we also are pretty happy with moving into green-white. And so there is a choice here. Dawnheart Wardens are very good gold card. This card is very powerful. It's building quite well into what we have. Morning Patrol is a good, solid card. It's a good, solid white card. Definitely above average in this set. But I think the upside of Dawnheart Wardens is way too powerful. So I'm going to go with that. But I think Morning Patrol, there's a serious consideration for it. For sure. Okay, so pick 6. Soul Guide Gryff is okay. Flourishing Hunter is solid. Naturalist is great, especially with the support of the green aggro cards in Vow. But it's important to remember that in Midnight Hunt, the green aggro cards are not that good. Bait Hook Angler, very above average blue card. I'm very happy with my positioning either into blue-white or green-white. I feel like blue is open here. So I'm going to take that Angler. Well, Taxidermist is a fantastic card. Seeing this late, I'm very hopeful that Mariners are going to come around. Mariners a very powerful card. So I'm going to take the Taxidermist here. I don't think there's any other consideration here. Okay, Traveling Minister is a powerful card. It's coming together. I think green-white is where we're headed. But I could see, like, blue-white. We've got a good blue-white lane, so I like this. I like this a lot. So I think white's open, and I think green might be open. I'm not sure. Or it could be like every new format and people are just like going on whatever because they don't know, even though like all these cards are repeats. Sun Gold Barrage is good enough. We play that card. Recruit's not that good. Just doesn't block well. So it's only a play win ahead card. I'll go ahead and take this Barrage here. Sifters are going to be good in a blue-white deck. Well, blue-white is looking pretty open. I'll go ahead and take a Shield Basher, I think. Like, Spore Crawler's better, but we're taking filler, and we know we're in white, basically. Okay. Don't think I want Markov Retribution. It's kind of a red, black, gold card, especially in the diluted Vow set. So, okay, not sure which direction we are, but I think blue-white's going to be a pretty safe direction. The unfortunate part is that Brine Comber, it's a synergy card, and its synergy is incredibly diluted. Because it works with Vow cards. It does not work with Midnight Hunt cards. So that's a pretty annoying... Like, things like that happen all the time in this set. Specifically, and it just... It's not a well thought out set. It's a internship project is what Double Feature is. If it was curated to bring the synergies that work together, like exploit and token creation, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, like werewolves in Midnight Hunt were weak. So the green aggro werewolf cards from Vow, which were very powerful at common, that's fantastic. Here, there's not much to say. Traveling Minister is a great card. It's going to make all of our white decks, and it's going to make all of our white decks quite a bit better. This is not a specific synergy card, though it works with Evasive Beaters quite well. I don't think this card's that good. Yeah, it's not that good. Okay. Unfortunately, there's another Trapper. The reason I say unfortunately is because that's Dream Shackle, guys. This is Vow's influence on the format. This card is busted, like broken busted. Sure, it's easy to answer. There's a lot of answers to it, but there's not a lot of answers to it that early in the game. You're basically looking at red spells, and this makes racing impossible. This card's very broken. And this is going to be Vow's main influence on the format. Is making the commons and uncommons a lot less relevant. They're still relevant, but yeah, we're basically on blue-white now. That's a pretty strong just... We've got plenty of reasons to be in the direction that we're going. Ooh. So, Search Party... These Trappers, man, I hope one of them comes around to us. Poor Trappers. But Search Party Captain is ridiculously good. I don't want to say ridiculously because Midnight Hunt is home to a lot of really strong commons as opposed to Vow. Crimson Vow has a lot of weak commons, to where most of your Vow pickups are bricks. They're not good. They're very bad. So we're taking this. It's very powerful. We're letting the red and black pass. We know our lane. We can just only hope that the rest of rest of our table is cooperative and not hostile to us. Well, there's an Abomination here, and that goes great in our deck, but Organ Hoarder, this card is broken. Yeah. Yeah, like, I said it. Like, imagine casting a Scattered Thoughts while you're ahead on board, but now you can cast it when you're behind on board. That's how powerful this card is. That's the best way of summarizing Organ Hoarder I can come up with. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mirror Hall Mimic is a pretty good card. Diver Scab's good. Revenge of the Drowned is good. Like, all of these cards are fantastic. Wow. So, the token making mechanics are very diluted in this set, so maybe I shouldn't be on Diver Scab that highly, especially when Revenge of the Drowned is likely better. But Mirror Hall Mimic, it's just it's the best card on the field, and then it might just be a win con. I don't think I'm getting pulled away from that one. Okay. Okay. Worth noting, there's red-black vampires, blue-red. Blue is definitely open, at least this direction. Gale Drifter, pretty solid card. We already have a bit, this is probably not making it in. But Gale Drifter is going to be good in this deck. Definite consideration for Blessed Defiance. Very good trick. But I just want the Gale Drifter here. I'll take as many Ministers as you got. Minister good. This is all we can play. Wedding Invitation is not the worst idea, but not the best idea either. I don't know. Either of these, I don't think we want to make our deck. I don't think... Yeah, there's nothing here for us. Okay. Let's see. Kessig Flamebreather works with our disturbed cards, and we've got a few already. I think I want... Wait. We're in white and blue. What am I talking about? Okay. Wow, red is wide open. And there's no way for us to pivot into it. Why is red wide open? Well, that feels pretty bad. Last draft I did, it felt like people did like a last pack pivot, and it was really... it was just the worst. It felt like someone pulled like a cool card they wanted to force. So that's what I'm talking about between hostile and cooperative draft pods, which matters in leagues. This is league format. We play against people outside of our pod. So people with a cooperative pod that try to figure out what other people are on and figure out what is open, those are the ones that... those tables are the ones that are going to win in their series. Okay, so here, pretty easy amalgam. There's literally nothing else for us. This pack is very bad for us except this card. This card is very good. A lot of 4-drops. I think we're fine with that. Yeah, not much to say. Like, Flame Blessed Bolt is utterly great in this format. It's even better here than it was in Vow, by a lot, which is saying something, because this was the number 3 common, I would say. Very good. Mariner's strong. That ship has sailed, though. Yeah, amalgam. Okay. Okay. We got options here. I think like Chaplain of Alms is just very good. Highly efficient creature here. Disturbs back. We like all of those things. Candle Grow's decent, but not nearly as good. And Kindly Ancestor works with our Brine Comber, but I don't think it compares to a Chaplain. So yeah, we're going to go with that. Wow, this is such a strong green-red card. Yeah, let's just... I mean, if you're gonna pass me a Hullbreaker Horror, I guess I'll take it. Still very good in this format. It's not like super fit in our deck, but like it's very fine. That's for sure. Yeah, let's take a Hullbreaker Horror. Okay, we have options here. Hopefully Presence comes around. We've got a decent amount of low drop, so I'm not too concerned about getting a Witch here. I can hope that the Graftkeeper comes around, but I don't think it will. Revenge of the Drowned is kind of something that we need. But wow, Graftkeeper is very strong for us. We've got a lot of 4-drops. Maybe I am supposed to take this over Revenge. I don't have any removal. I need this. For sure. Wow. I mean, Bait Hook's pretty good, but I think I have to play as many Organ Hoarders as I can get. Late Weaver. Loyal Griff. Whatever. Maybe I'm on Cradle of Safety here. What does it really work with? A decent amount. A decent amount. Maybe I want that. Loyal Griff, do you work with anything? Not really. You work with Search Captain and Organ Hoarder? Yeah. I'll take the Cradle. I'm not convinced that's making my deck, though. And now we've got a bunch of trash. Probably don't want any of these. I've got some things that work with this. Yeah, hopefully that blue-white-gold card comes around. I don't think there's any reason anyone else should be in blue-white, but like the packs are so bad that in this set that I think I think people just take it because they're like, oh, there's nothing here for me. Because like I said, all the bombiness of Vow, twice the bricks. And we already knew that Vow was a very questionable format on the playable front. Because... Oh yeah, Kindly Ancestor on the wheel? Yes, please. I'm in for that. For sure. Let's see, what is likely the card coming out? Militia Rallier for sure. Search Party's more of like a 3-drop in this deck, and consistently even better. It's kind of outside. Well, that was weird. It's in the sideboard. Yeah, this is kind of... No, give me a Syncopate. What's wrong with you? Yep, there we go. Okay, full wheel. That's fantastic. That's a huge pickup for us. We're very happy. Our mill game is strong. Our card advantage game is strong. I don't know if it's going to work out, but we're pretty happy. Pretty happy for this. Okay, so first things first. Definitely going with a 8 and 7. Or not 8 and 7. What am I talking about? 9 and 8. 9 and 8. 9 of the... Yeah, it's probably... Yeah, it's probably more like that, right? I don't know. Actually, we need... Yeah, I think it's anyone's guess on the land split. But turn 1 white is pretty good. I think I might be off on Syncopate. I don't know. I like my 3-drop slot. Gale Drifter somehow is like the worst of my 4-drops. And I think I don't want it. Sifters? Yeah, I don't think this deck needs it. I think it's a pretty powerful little card there, but I don't think I need it. I think I'm happy to have like a Syncopate in here though. Yeah, sure. I'm in. Yeah. None of the Nurturing Presence came around, and that's a little bit annoying. Yeah, we're in. Alright, so I think it's a pretty decent blue-white deck. It's really weird, this format, because you're kind of gauging it against, like, VOW standards, but they're weaker Midnight Hunt decks. It's just... I mean, I guess. I guess. We have a lot of low drops. Like to draw one. Yeah, I like Angler. Angler's good. Let's go. Jace the Body Sculptor. Is it extra bomby with the double rares? Absolutely. There's one per set. And we know VOW has a way higher average power of rares than Midnight Hunt. It's not uncommon that you see the first pick was from the VOW rare. Okay, Eaten Alive. Like, I'm fine with that. I'm still curving pretty hard here. Yeah, unfortunately, it feels like a format where you're hoping for the Midnight commons and uncommons. Let's see. What do I want here? Probably take a Sun Gold Barrage for this eventual monster. But yeah. The double rares do not feel very fun. I will say that much. Do I care about trading off this Hoarder and this Angler? No, I don't. We'll play out the Storm Chaser Drake. I think this is a good time to play it. We still get to hold up a little bit of syncopate action here. But yeah, the best way I can describe this is VOW rares, Midnight Hunt, commons and uncommons, but you also sometimes get screwed. And see the wrong mix of those. Let's go ahead and counter this. Oh, I can't counter this. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Because this makes a mana? Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and kill this with our open mana. Okay, I think we would like to kill this, but maybe I don't have to kill it yet. Feel bad if I took a bomb to the face here, but I guess that's that. Scavenger is very, very annoying. Nice. Like, yeah, see, this game is likely going to end with me just Hullbreaker horroring out. And I feel like that's a good representation of the format. I don't see a reason not to attack out here. Very confused as to what's going on here. Kind of feels like the opponent's just bricking out, doesn't it? Okay, Imprisonment. Okay. Yeah, sure. They're going to exile it immediately. Yeah, I'm not sure about last turn's attack. That didn't feel quite right for them to do that. Demon? I mean... That's gonna get got, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it for 3. Because I'm scared that there's a hidden mana here somewhere. So yeah, and I mean, my opponent just played a Vow Bomb. I have 2 Vow Bombs. White Dark Ritual. Yeah, exactly. Like, kind of felt that way. I mean, it was wacky, but I mean, it was what it was. Yeah, I think now is definitely the time to play this out. I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice so that I can counter this activated ability. I think I'll go ahead and do this one so I can play another flyer. Now my opponent kind of just needs to deal with this. And I've even got a Hull Breaker in hand, so I guess I just hold up the Hull Breaker. Like, doesn't even feel as good as... I hold up the Hull Breaker. What am I talking about? But it almost doesn't feel as good as just pressing the clock. Okay, opponent's looking for some answers here. Ooh, Valor's Stance. Purifier? Okay. Alright, well, I'm going for it. Nah, okay, fine. Fine, OP. Okay, well, I don't see any reason to block my Brine Comber here. Opponent needs to draw something fantastic, and they did not. So yeah, if you kind of needed to see how bomby this format is, that's how bomby it is. The double rares from Vow, it's like... It's a lot like they suppressed the best elements of Midnight Hunt and expanded upon the worst elements of Crimson Vow. I mean, I'm still going to play it. I'm still a little bit. I'm still going to get like a feel for it. Make sure that like I'm getting all the synergies and stuff, but it's a set that is slammed together, like literally just all the cards together, and it just that doesn't make a limited environment, unfortunately. But we're gonna hit Mythic. Yeah, I like this hand. I don't like it a ton, but it's keepable. Like, it's fine, for sure. And they play a really good white 1-drop. It hurts, man. Excuse me? I mean, I'll probably play this out first to block. Maybe they'll go, like, all in on this Homestead Courage. Like, yeah, they did. Okay. I probably just play the Drake here. It's unclear, though. Like, No, I can Fierce Retribution. Oh, I don't have double blue, though. I feel like I have to play this out now. It makes things awkward, but I think it's correct, because now I can Fierce Retribution and Cradle hold up next turn. So, I feel like that's a pretty safe thing. Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. And there's that. Can't do anything here. But Bat Whisper is a very bad attacker on this board. So we'll see what they're about. This looks unbelievably sketchy. Like a combat trick? Good talk. I'm just gonna put that one away. Yep. Oh, I forgot this makes a 2/2. What a good card. Yeah, so let's go ahead and attack in with this Drake. Fierce Retribution. Could use a Fierce Retribution. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's do the blowout. Blowout, please. Yes. Okay. Not quite a blowout, but pretty good. So I could go Brine Comber for maximum mana efficiency, but Graph Keeper is a way better attacker, and it gives me tap down potential. So I think I'm inclined to play this out right now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at the deck doing its thing. We've cobbled together cross synergies through a combination of luck and ingenuity. Okay. So this seems like a pretty, whenever you cast a spell, so this seems like a pretty easy, put this on Storm Chaser Drake, right? Then we tap down the Courier Bat, and this is going to win us the race. And I feel like I hold up Syncope here. Maybe I play this Minister. Yeah, I play the Minister, I think. And we hold up Syncopate for bombs. Not quite. But we can Sun Gold Barrage this away. Yeah, good time. Just, we're on Sun Gold Barrage. I don't think there's any other way around that. Oh, missed a point of life. Traveling Minister, sure. I think I want to Organ Hoarder here. Yeah, sure. Don't really have much going on here, do I? But I suppose I can get in with this. Trade for their bat, clear the way. Okay. Yeah, works for me. Control with +1/+1 counters? Yeah, sure. So yeah, I guess I will do this, and we're going to attack in with both. Storm Chaser Drake's time has come. I don't think they have a sweeper, but we're still playing around a sweeper this way. We still have many options. Okay, well, we have a syncopate for one. Alright. So, yeah. Pretty good. Let's see. So, in all the decks, blue-whites probably gains a lot from... I mean, it's still kind of the same thing. Is that Midnight Hunt blue-white was extremely tight and extremely powerful. And, like, it just gets less focused with Crimson Vow commons. Because Vow really wants to do aura shenanigans. I've got a Syncopate. I'm on the draw. Turn 3 play, maybe. I'll keep this. I think Syncopate's good enough to keep. Oh, yeah. That's right. Raccoon. Let's see. What are these? You are high. Okay. I think these just look really lazy, honestly. Like this one looks great. Look at that. Cute Gisa doing cute shenanigans. Anything that moves. Yep. Faithy boy time. Yeah, Organ Hoarder's pretty good. It's a good splash. Green can splash in this format, largely because of Eccentric Farmer. There's even more Evolving Wilds, I guess. It's funny. Yeah, I think it's just Organ Hoarder here. Like, there's no way it's anything else, right? Huh. Okay. We got a game here. Look at this game. Look at this ridiculous game. Okay. So, yeah. Well, I was wanting to go, like, attack with Organ Hoarder, plus Graph Keeper, and Search Party Captain. But now I almost want to play this for, like, 1 and hold up Overcharged Amalgam the next turn. Like, it's pretty sweet. Let's see what we get to, mill here, I think. Yeah, let's see what we mill. And I don't think I attack this turn. Okay. That was weird, wasn't it? That's a weird use of that. I guess they want to use their mana more. Maybe they want better attackers. I don't know. Let's pass. Guess I lose. That's not right. Now, do I sacrifice the brine comber here? That's a good question. I think I might just save some life. This is going to be a tough game. I don't think it's unwinnable, though. Guess I want to sack this at some point. I can sack other things, though. This also means I have to, like, use this turn. Maybe that wasn't such a good play. Let's go ahead and put you on this. And we'll tap that, because sure. Guess we will. Now I've got two choices here. I can either like amalgam this upcoming turn, or I can play out some stuff. I might go ahead and play out some stuff. I need some chumpy boys. That's what I think I need. So yeah, we laying down the threat. Shields down for one turn. No, that's not a card that helps. Just it's one turn. I went way too greedy, and it's an exile effect. Oh boy. Okay, I'll take this. I really wanted to cast this, but they have a Rotten Reunion up. I don't have good options, do I? Can trade these two for that. Feel like I have to start draining them of resources somehow here. Yeah, going shields down was a mistake. Well, that's a pretty good draw, I would say. Unfortunate, though, that we already used our brine comber. Yeah, I don't like that use of brine comber that much. Mainly because of this reunion, it forced me into playing it that turn, and it just screwed my development all up. Yep. Okay. Just wants to flip. That is fine, right? I almost just want to play this out, but I don't feel like that's correct. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah, let's go. Yeah, yeah. That's right. Oh, it's hexproof. No? Yeah, it's not a targeted effect. Okay, so, yeah. It's not bad. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. That's mine now. Okay. What a format. What I love. Vow rares on vow rares. All right. So we are 3-0 with a pretty decent blue-white deck. We got the bombs, we got the quality commons and uncommons. We're in. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Cutie Crozy. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, new to my stream? How am I today? We're doing very well at the formats. The format feels a little like it's cobbled together out of pieces. Not really thought out for a draft, but we're having fun here. How are you? Yeah. I don't think I can keep all these double blue cards. Even though I have a good early development. I'm gonna mull that. This is much better. Yeah. Unfortunately, I gotta throw something away here. I'm probably... Feels so wrong. Feels so wrong to throw that away. This is such a good 7, and it's an okay 5. I don't think I can get rid of Overcharged Amalgam. Yeah. Just what I got. Okay. Well, that was a heck of a draw. I don't think I want to get rid of this because I need it for Amalgam. So, yeah. Yeah, so far not many questions, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah. Day has been okay. Enjoying that it's Friday and weekend start. I know. I've had such a busy week. Haven't been able to get much videos done or anything like that. And just ready for it to be the weekend. Gonna play a little Commander with some friends this Saturday, hopefully. This feels like one of the few ways my opponent has to maintain, like, a tempo play here, so I'm gonna go ahead and counter this. Yeah, sorry, opponent. Hey, would you look at that? We're one game away from Mythic. Sounds like it'd be a good weekend? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Victory. Yes. Yeah, I'm not sure my extension for like deck lists are working well, but this is what we have. Super powerful. We got the good Vow cards. We've got good blue-white synergies. Organ Hoarders like crazy. Blue bombs everywhere. Like this deck is just very nightmarish to play against. It has a lot of different angles at which we're attacking. So yeah, super cool. Super cool. Do you do a lot of drafting, Crozy? This is so close to a keep. Like, even with the missing white, like, this is very close just because I have, like, Geist Hoarder. And just getting another blue source is pretty decent, but I feel like I'm greedy if I keep this. This is a very above average hand. Very, very above average. If I draw my white cards, I'm kind of out of luck. If I draw lands, I'm in. Lands in the top 2 cards. I think I'm going to keep this. Just because mulliganing is a very heavy win rate loss in Limited. And this reasonably has a get a single land and we're in chance of winning, so I'm going to keep this. Looks like a cool deck. Played against something similar and try. Always lose when you play drafts. Not uncommon at oh, would you look at that. Not uncommon at all. I mean, draft is a tough format. There's so many ways to approach the format, really. So many correct angles and so many incorrect angles. Yeah, very good draw. Yeah, stick around me. I do a lot of drafts, so a lot of times I find people don't have the opportunity to learn draft too much because it's so expensive. And that's a large part of where I come in. I spend a decent amount of gems, not money, but a decent amount of gems on this, and people are usually able to learn from my streams and stuff like that. I've got next turn's land drop, and Hullbreaker Horror is unbelievable. Yeah, we're in. We're totally in. Uprising, very good card. Very, very, very good card. Oh, thank you for the follow, cutie. Yeah, I try to commentate as best as I can for helping teach as well as just play. So here I want to tap this down most likely. The question is, do I want to attack in with Organ Hoarder and give them this free... Well, I think I want to force in as much damage as I can, honestly. Like, what can they do if I attack like this? Nothing, really. And now I hold up the Amalgam. And my opponent has a pretty hard time. It might have been correct to play out the Storm Chaser Drake, but that's just so much weaker than having a counter spell. Opponent is getting very aggressive here. Wow. I mean, I'm definitely in the attacker's seat here. Okay, they just are going to make that. I mean, sure, yeah. Let's see, do I want to tap or keep something tapped? think I want to tap. This seems like an obvious removal spell. So let's get our damage in here. Yeah, opponent wants to get some revenge for the last attack. Absolutely. Okay, and now we at least get to flash this in, protect out the Chaplain. Or protect out the Geist. Oh, okay. Well, now I don't need to exploit. Yeah. Yeah, opponent had a double removal spell there. Wasn't playing around that. But now it looks like they have a decent chance of winning here. Like, wow. Opponent really popped back from this one. Okay. I think I'm in the mood for an Organ Hoarder, like find a land or something. It's a little more tough now, especially since they're getting closer here. I'm not really the attacker anymore. But I'm going to have cards for a while, and my opponent is not. Nothing? I get no lands? I guess I'll take a Minister, right? Minister I can at least play now. But that's going to hold me off another turn on playing this Hullbreaker Horror. And they do not discard the cards in hand because they like them. Scary. Okay, Socialite. Reasonable card. Very good. That's our Fierce Retribution target for sure. Definitely potential for Mimic the Organ Hoarder. But I don't think I need to do that. It's a bit early in the match, so it could still take them down. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. What is this attack? It's saying they want to trade for my Organ Hoarder to clear for their Socialite. That seems pretty... I'll take that trade. Now this is going to flip. Feel like I want to make a Organ Hoarder here. Yeah, we've definitely got a game here. Opponent has definitely found a way in. I'll go ahead and play out this island, I think. Or get this island. And then I essentially get 2 extra cards to play here. Yeah, very strong. Very, very strong. Now the question is, do I want to play out this Drake so that Kindly Ancestor gets a lot better? I think there's a high likelihood that's exactly what I want to do. But also holding up Fierce Retribution is pretty good. Yeah, I have to preserve life total, because Stensia, what this is going to do is they're going to be able to deal 7 damage to any target. And that's going to be really, really tough to deal with. Okay, now I have to straight up kill that card. Oh, wow. This card will overtake the game completely. So basically it's going to give them a bunch of blood tokens, and it's going to start killing my things. I can't let that happen. So I'm definitely going to kill that now. We'll go ahead and pump that and pass. My best hope here is for Hullbreaker Horror to just start doing Hullbreaker Horror things. Yep. I think there's a likelihood my opponent just starts attacking in, right? I can't kill that, so yeah, I won't do anything about that. Yeah, Olivia's attendance, that card must die. It's so unbelievably good. So yeah, I have to have this Hullbreaker Horror live after this turn. So whatever I do, I have to make sure that they don't get to 13 permanents. Now they're at 14. Now the question here is, do I flash this in to block it? That means that this is now very susceptible to removal if I do that. And I guess the other way I'm winning is by Storm Chaser Drake plus Ancestor. I'm going to go ahead and take a chance here. I'm going to take a chance for sure. And do that. They go down to 13. They go down to 13. So they have to remove their own creature in order for this to go through. And they do not get to do it. Okay, I think we just won the game. I still have to play... I still have to play well. I'm gonna put Stencio away. And I don't think I'm gonna do anything else. I think I'm gonna syncopate their Stensia. And if they don't go for it, then I don't have to do much because I'm going to win this long game pretty much. Okay. And I take 5. Yeah, and now 12, so I'm gonna syncopate for... Wait, do I even have to do that? No, I'm just gonna Cradle of Safe. Well, I'm just gonna syncopate for nothing, right? Bounce it. Yeah, so return target spell. So yeah, we're returning the Stensia. And now we just have lethal. Okay. I mean, there were good rares against good rares. So... Hullbreaker Horror is just a very unfair card. But they definitely got back in there. Like, they acknowledged that the only way that they're winning was by racing me, and they managed to stay in there through it. Let's go ahead. Yeah, victory. You're good to have around, Cutie Crozy. Celebrate the win. So we are ranked 325. So last season I finished rank 5. So it's not that high up there for me, but like this is pretty good. I qualify for the next Mythic qualifier, presuming I don't just lose a whole bunch. Oh yeah. We're up against 706. I go first. His hand's questionable. I've got to syncopate though. Yeah, it was pretty exciting. I enjoyed playing Crimson Vow. I've just kind of had a lot of it, And now this one doesn't feel like so different from Crimson Vow, so it's kind of fresh, kind of not. This hand is kind of super bad. I've got Syncopate, and then I have nothing to follow it up. I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah, this is a lot better. I think I'm going to... I could put away an island and be greedy. Or I could put away, like, a revenge. I think I put away an island, actually. I think that's actually correct. Just because I'm giving up a lot of power here. But now I need to draw 2 lands by my third draw? Yeah, maybe it wasn't such a good idea to bottom a land, but we're greedy on this channel. Oh yeah. That feels really bad for not keeping an island. I say one of the interesting parts about Limited is that you have to know when to be greedy and when to not be greedy. So I think the format's really nifty from that angle. That's feeling like a mistake over here. Oh, if they block, like, straight up... I don't think they want to block here. That was such a wild block because they trade theirs, and if I follow up with a land, then I just get to eat. Like, I just get to have a 3-1 and their 3-1 is dead? Yeah, sometimes you gotta go for a long plays. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, like, it happens all the time in Limited. Like, sometimes your hand is just so weak that you don't really have a chance of winning. I guess that wasn't the problem with this hand. But, we're at least... Oh, God. Yeah, we're out of this game. Yeah, this game's over. No land. Could play this, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah, but that would have been really good if we hit a land on curve. I mean, I threw away a land. Sure. We still wouldn't have seen a 4th land that entire game. Good effort. I appreciate that. Yeah. I don't know. Good try. Woo! Alright. We're going to try and we're going to get it this time. For sure. Sand's good enough for me. Got lands, got my colors. Feels pretty good. Even got a Syncopate, so we can counter their turn 3 play since we are going second. Oh, that's so bad, because now they get to, Well, I could play this Minister. Doesn't do a whole lot at the moment. Or I could hold up the Syncopates. I think I'll hold up the Syncopates. It's not so bad letting them do this. But it is annoying. It's like just a free hand sculpt. Okay. So this tells me that they don't have another land? Oh. Okay, it looks like opponent pulled a me here. Got rid of a land to draw a card. Okay. Pretty weird sequence there from the opponent, but good use of the card. We want this to go the yard. We want this amalgam, right? It's pretty good on this board. Okay, they've got their second color. Opponent wants to be the beatdown. So what I can do is I can play this chaplain and a minister. That might be pretty good, actually. Instead of holding up this amalgam right now. Yeah, this is a pretty good play. I think I could also mimic the organ hoarder. I don't think it's that necessary, though. They get to sculpt their hand again. So this astronomer is putting in work. But they've got a handful of spells, so they don't want to get rid of any of them. So, reasonable. A braid gets past the ward. Seems fine. I'm going to go ahead and copy my organ hoarder here. If they have another bolt, like, I'm in trouble. But this seems like a pretty safe situation to be in. And we kind of just want to hit lands. Curse of Hospitality. So a lot of people are really on this card, but this is why that this card isn't that good, is that it's only good when you're ahead, not when you're behind. I'm going to attack here, get the search party captain lower. I'll just hold up Amalgam for any problem cards. Maybe you have to add Overcharged Amalgam to your deck, so it looks like a card for your deck. It's pretty good, for sure. Vampire's Vengeance. You're going to have to not be a thing here. Okay. Yeah, it's especially good in draft. Like, incredibly good in draft. And it's pretty solid elsewhere. Like, there's a lot of powerful cards in, like, standard and all of that right now. But, in general, like, it is a solid all-around card. But it's a monster in limited, that is for sure. 6 wins out of 7. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on cruising here. Currently waiting, so might not be a whole lot of people here. Looks like a fine hand. Yeah, it's good enough for me to syncopate here. I'll basically syncopate anything if I don't have a development play. But it doesn't feel like, it's a little rough. Opponent's not doing anything. I don't think I can just put my amalgam out there, unfortunately. I'll play out the Storm Chaser Drake, hold up a barrage for, like, whatever.
Okay, and they do have a counterspell.
So, seems about right. Kind of feels like they're just holding up counter spells, doesn't it? At this point, I'm probably just going to be doing that, and we'll go ahead and pass the turn. Unfortunately, all these blood tokens are just going to be very, very awful. That's a little bizarre. Guess it's worth countering. Yeah, I'm just gonna get my value out of this while I can. A little weirded out by that play. But yeah, this Falcon Wrath Forebear is just kind of getting out of control. Probably going to exploit? No. Okay. So I could Mirror Hall Mimic the Skull Scob, exploit itself so that I get the Disturb here. I don't think I want to do that, though. I think what I want to do is I want to get this Dracula Blood Immortal so I can start making some blood. Ah, it feels so bad. Now I have to hold this back for the Skull Scob, it looks like. Yeah, I'm definitely behind here. Definite problem match. Guess I'll attack in. I probably should have made sure this resolved first. Let's go ahead and do 3 to play around Syncopate here. Let's see. Do I want... I don't want the Skull Scob. I kind of do, though. This is such a hard card for me to deal with right now. I guess I'm just copying that. And my only real hope is to race them. They like their last card. It's rough. Okay. They're just discarding, probably keeping 2 back. Okay, I'm okay with attacking with this one, I think. So then I can bring this back. After I block, because I think I'm going to start blocking it. Now that they've used 2 blood tokens. And I think I'll be pretty okay. Put on top. Ugh. Not even good enough now. Yeah, that's probably gonna be game. Yeah, awkward hand. Awkward game. And now we're just flooding. Yeah, that's... They didn't attack last turn? Guess they're playing around something here. Playing around the... Well, no. I don't even know. But yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. Now we're kind of caught in the Mythic ladder hell, where we're just losing way more than we're gaining every exchange we get on like 1 win, 1 loss. So we have to do a ton so that like a 66% win rate can show results. But yeah. Still waiting. Alright, we finally got in, and it was a lengthy wait, so we got paired down. Oh, and now we're getting paired down, and we get this excellent hand. Alright. It's funny. Probably a braid? No? Probably a trick then. Ooh, opponent really doesn't have much. Ah, they have that. Oh, what a... I forgot this exists. Not that good, but it got me. That's a massive misplay. I'll have to remember that card exists. Alright. Revenge plus Amalgam, really good synergy here. Do I let them attack? Let's go 2 blocks. Maybe they'll use something here. I'm baiting you, opponent. Could have also considered Fierce Retributioning. Uses my mana worse. It doesn't give me fodder for the Amalgam. So... Oh, jeez. That's gonna need to die. Storm Chaser Drake was actually a really sweet draw here. Yeah, now when they attack, I get to Fierce Retribution, and they do need to attack. Okay. Well, they made things really awkward for me. At the beginning of your upkeep, control 3 or more boys. Yeah, I don't really care too much about that. Let's just go ahead and pass. Like, that's the thing, is that Faithbound Judge is now on. They have to do something here. Like, and I thought they would have attacked there. Now they kind of see the situation. I'm going to go ahead and just... go to damage. They passed me priority. I'm going to kill. And now I've got the board advantage, plus I've got protection. It's going to be very hard for my opponent to get back in this game. Tovolar is so insanely good. Like, wow. I mean, we didn't really get to see its power here just because it's highly dependent. Just because it's highly dependent on, let's see. I can attack with this and with Drake. And I get to trade against Drake. Maybe that's okay. Is that okay? I think I don't want them to have board presence, but Storm Chaser Drake goes well with a lot of cards in my deck. I'm going to go ahead and not do anything here. And by not doing anything, I mean attack with Faithbound Judge. Okay, Wolf is fine. Don't care too much about that card. Opponent's gonna clock me decently, though. Is something to consider, and depending upon how they do this turn, I might have lethal. So... yeah, they didn't attack. Yeah, you don't attack there for sure. Oh, hey. Well, that's fun. Guess I'll tack in like this. And it kind of depends on how they approach this. I might do something, I might not. Depending on the interaction that they have. But it doesn't look like they have interaction, so I'm just gonna pass. With my flash zombies. Yeah, that's fine. Opponent's finding lands. But it might be a little too late for them, because I'm about to resolve a Hullbreaker Horror. It's going to be really tough for them to deal with. Because this Judge is currently threatening too much. Yeah. Runebound Wolf is fine. Hold up. I guess they intended on not attacking there. I'm going to go ahead and play out the Hullbreaker Horror. It's incredibly difficult for them to deal with. So I think that's definitely a good place to start. I'm not going to just go in, though. Like, I'm not just going to go for lethal here. Could I even go for lethal? I don't think so. Alright, well, let's just pass the turn. Yeah, very unfortunate for the opponent. It doesn't seem like they hit a good sequence of cards. They were land screwed for a little while, and we're just on, like, mono bombs here. Well, only one like true bomb, but it's an obscene bomb. It's like is it Absolution level from Ravnica Allegiance? I think it is. I think it might be a little above that even. It's very unfun to play against. But there we have it. We got 7 wins. Fantastic.